What is up, YouTube? Varsity Locker Room back for another video. Today we're going to be talking about the college football playoffs and the Heisman Trophy prediction. First off, with the college football playoffs, I'm going to start with the Alabama-Notre Dame game, the Rose Bowl. Alabama's the number 1 seed, while Notre Dame is the number 4 seed. In the season, Alabama is 10-0, and I think that Alabama will win the Rose Bowl. Alabama with Devonta Smith, Mac Jones, and Najee Harris are just too powerful on offense for Notre Dame's defense. Devonta Smith is gonna have Notre Dame is gonna have a bunch of matchup problems on Devonta Smith, and there's just gonna be a matchup problem. He's first for receiving yards in all of college football and second in touchdowns. He has 1,511 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns. So therefore, their offense is way too powerful in my opinion for Notre Dame's defense. Notre Dame wants a shot at this. Ian Book, who is 30-4 as a starter, which is the winningest quarterback in Notre Dame history, is going to have the game of his life to really outscore Alabama. And for Notre Dame and Alabama, the big question of this game is how will Alabama's rush defense hold up against Notre Dame's running game? See, Alabama's rush defense has let up a lot of 100-yard rushers over this year, and it's going to depend on Notre Dame's freshman tailback and their young running back core to see if they can get the job done and help Notre Dame win the game. But I don't think Notre Dame will win, and I have Alabama going to the college football playoffs. For the Sugar Bowl, it would be Clemson, which is the number 2 seed, against Ohio State, which is the number 3 seed, and I have Clemson winning this game, which would I predict Alabama-Clemson in the national championship. Clemson with Trevor Lawrence, who I feel is the best player in college football. He and Travis Etienne to running the ball and out of the backfield. It's just Trevor Lawrence is too good, and we've seen now that Trevor Lawrence can make plays out of the pocket, and he can also run the ball if needed. So also for Ohio State, Justin Fields, we all know who he is. He's a threat running the ball and passing the ball, and also Master Teague for Ohio State, their running back, who's really good. And a big key to watch out is Clemson's pass defense versus Ohio State's line. I feel like if for Clemson to win, which I think they are, their pass defense is going to have to keep Justin Fields in the pocket and apply pressure to the pocket and sack Justin Fields multiple times, because we all know how dangerous Justin Fields is out of the pocket, throwing on the run and running to keep plays alive. Ohio State as a team is not, I don't feel, healthy enough to beat Clemson. How dominant they are. They don't have Chris Olave, who's their best receiver, and Baron Browning, who's a lineman and a linebacker actually, and their punter. They don't have them in the Sugar Bowl, so I feel that they're not going to come out on top and win with the injuries and just Clemson's offense and also Clemson's defense. I feel like it'll be a good game, but I have Clemson winning this. And then for the national championship, Alabama versus Clemson, I'm going to go with Clemson to beat Alabama. I feel like just Trevor Lawrence is unstoppable. He only has one loss as a starter, which was against LSU last year in the national championship, and I feel like Clemson's team is way too good. Although Alabama does have Devonta Smith and Mac Jones, who are in the Heisman votings, and also Najee Harris, so you can't forget that guy, I think Clemson is going to come on top, and it'll be a shootout. but I feel like Trevor Lawrence can pull this one off, along with Travis Etienne. So I have Clemson winning the national championship, and a score prediction. I am going to say the score will be 42 to 37, and Clemson is going to win 42 to 37 against number 1 Alabama, who's undefeated on the season. Now we're going to do the Heisman predictions. In the Heisman, there is Mac Jones out of Alabama, who's a quarterback, Devonta Smith, also out of Alabama, who's a wide receiver, Kyle Trask out of Florida, who is a quarterback, and Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson, who we all know. For the Heisman, I do have Trevor Lawrence winning this. In my opinion, I feel like Trevor has been the best in football, in college football, for the past 3 years, and I just think he's just on. He has one loss as a starter, and I feel like he's just consistent. For the past 3 years in the league, he's been in the Heisman votings, and he's been so consistent to having Clemson win. I mean, Clemson, which is a great program, he just helps them so much more, and there's not much to say, but I feel like he's the best player in college football, and that's why he's clearly going to be the number 1 draft pick in the upcoming NFL draft. And just his consistency for me proves that he will win the Heisman and also be a great NFL player. And yeah, I mean, I do think that Devonta Smith does have a chance, though. I mean, he did lead all of college football for receiving yards and was second in touchdowns, but Trevor Lawrence, I feel, has this. The only thing, though, about Trevor Lawrence this season is he missed the game due to COVID, which that was Clemson's only loss. It was to Notre Dame, which Clemson was without their starting quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, but I do think Trevor Lawrence will win because he is the best player in college football, and it's exciting to see him and the rest of the Heisman nominees in the NFL. Thank you guys so much for watching. Varsity Locker Room signing off. Hope everyone has a safe night. See ya.